So what's up, guys? I just came and I'm about to post a video on how to not how to do, but on my HUD and my settings real quick. I wanted to show you guys what my HUD and my settings look like. And if you want me to post another video about how to get Call of Duty Mobile, just ask in the comments below. If not, I probably won't. Post for. I'll probably be posting another video tomorrow that'll be gameplay if you don't want anything else. So these are my settings right here. Pretty standard. I think I have everything for the basic on what it usually is. And for controls, I have it all on hip fire, because if you have it all on ADS, then you have to press the fire button to aim and shoot, which isn't good. You want to be able to press an aim button to aim and a fire button to shoot. So you click all hip should be on. And this is what my HUD looks like. There's the aim button right up there in the right hand corner. I use the fire button in the left hand corner. And feel free to put these in the middle if you're using something like a little triggers, like mobile triggers. If you're using mobile triggers, feel free to put those in the middle. Put in the top middle of the screen. And I have the jump and crouch button and knee slide buttons for ease of access right next to the aim buttons. I do play four-fingered claw, so I use my thumb to press the grenade and reload and VTOL warship. I only have the second fire button down there because just in case I get a VTOL warship, which I do get pretty frequently. But I just use them just in case I get it. So, because you use that fire button down in the lower right hand corner, to use the VTOL. So you don't want that in the middle. You definitely don't want that in the middle. You can mess with the knife button if you need to, or the cancel grenade button. I wouldn't suggest it. I mean, you could make the knife button bigger if you need to, like that big. You can also put it in the middle or over here. You can also put the knife button over here if you need to. I mean, it'll just automatically knife them pretty much, but you do have to click still, I think. And this can go anywhere in this area. Move button. I think that's it for. Oh, the thing is, you do want to make this small, just so you, but make sure it's where you can click on it, because if you make it too big, it's kind of hard to move around and stuff. It's kind of clunky. So that's most of my settings. I keep my graphic quality on high. I mean, you can keep it on very high, but I think that really does hinder your FPS on the game. I mean, not your FPS, but your ping, and how fast you can play the game. Frame rate mod, I have no idea what that does, but I have heard that you do want to keep that on very high. Everything else is pretty standard for here. I don't have anti-aliasing on. All that does is it smooths out the textures, but you really don't want to have it on because it really does take up a lot of ping. It makes your FPS go down, your ping go up. But it really isn't something you want to have on unless you have like a high-end phone. I have a Galaxy S8 Plus, and I still don't want to use that because my phone barely runs the game as it is. I mean, it runs the game pretty well. I'm not saying it doesn't run the game, but with anti-aliasing, it just makes it a little bit slower. And yeah, that's it for there. For sensitivity, I usually don't do custom. I usually will keep it on high, and I don't know why it is. Oh yeah, I had it on custom because high was a little bit too slow, so I just bumped each of the high ones up 5. Each of these up 5. The top 3, the middle 3, and I don't really mess with the bottom 3 because I don't know what gyroscope sensitivity is. Vehicle, I usually just keep that as is because I don't play a lot of BR, but I probably will upload some BR in the future. I don't know what this is. This is just like the sayings that they use in BR and shit. And in TDM, domination, search and destroy, and hardpoint. I wouldn't change these. I think they're fine as is. unless you're in a competitive scene, unless you get into the competitive scene and you need to change that shit, I wouldn't really do it. I mean, excuse my language, change that stuff. So, yeah, I think that's just about it for the setup video. I am ranked 73, so if anybody wants to play, just put your your username in the in the comment section, and I'll hopefully get around to you and play some matches. I'm not the best player, but I can be good. I mean, I'm a pretty good player, I'd say. I've dropped 3 nuclears, so I'd say I'm a pretty good player. Not trying to flex or anything. Not trying to flex, but I think that does wrap up the video, guys. Get into a long commentary with not much action in it. So, I think that's it. Until then, have a good time playing Call of Duty Mobile, and have a good rest of your week.